this is what Trump threw up at his rally. Very, very Trumpian. Rather than to back down, double down. Always double down. The Trump campaign projected this on the screen above his rally at Harrisburg, Pennsylvania. And if you look closely, it's a Business Insider article saying California's Kamala Harris becomes first Indian American U.S. Senator. And then Karine Jean-Pierre had a reaction to this.
She was only promoting Indian heritage. I didn't know she was black until a number of years ago when she happened to turn black, he said, and now she wants to be known as black. So I didn't know, is she Indian or is she black?
Wow.
She has always, this is unclear. I respect either one, but she obviously doesn't because she was Indian all the way and then all of a sudden she made a turn and she went black. Your response to those comments?
He is a candidate, so I'm going to be super careful.
Wait,
no, hold on. I have more to say. I certainly have more to say. As a person of color, as a black woman who is in this position that is standing before you at this podium behind this lectern, what he just said, what you just read out to me, is repulsive, it's insulting, and, no one has any right to tell someone who they are, how they identify. That is no one's right. It is someone's own decisions. I'll add this. Only she can speak to her experience. Only she can speak to what it's like. She's the only person that can do that. And I think it's insulting for anybody. It doesn't matter if it's a former leader, a former president. It is insulting. And we have to she is the Vice President of the United States, Kamala Harris. We have to put some respect on her name, period.
No, we don't.
No, but that's why in a lot of ways she's their ideal. They can always throw that out there, but I mean, Trump teed it up for them perfectly to go there. I mean, of course, he went there first.
Yeah, the more they say that, the better it plays for Kamala, and it's not because of the merits of what she's saying. I don't really believe, I'm not one of these people who likes to gatekeep what certain people are allowed to say because they're a certain color. Oh, if you're white, you can't talk about black issues. If you're black, you can't talk about Latino issues. I mean, who gives a fuck, right? But that's the thing. Who gives a fuck? The Democrats, when they put that out there, because the merits of what they're saying are so shaky, you're just baiting the Republicans to hit you back. And the more the Republicans hit you back on that, the more this becomes a litigation of this woman of color's heritage. And I'm telling you right now, whatever the merits of the argument, that is not an argument you want to have if you're the Republicans. You are winning on immigration. You're winning on inflation. Those are the two most important issues on voters' minds. If you're the Republican Party, you want the election to be a referendum on those two issues. I guarantee you, Kamala campaign headquarters, DNC headquarters, if they had to pick out of a list of issues what we're going to talk about, Kamala's heritage is top of the list. They are thrilled that the Republicans are hitting her on this. Absolutely thrilled. It is so whether this was 4D chess and
how do we get him to say octoroon?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, whether this was 4D chess, whether this was premeditated on the Democrats' part, it's working. The way it's playing out as though the Democrats laid a trap, and the conservatives, because they're such fucking assholes, can't help but walk right into it. That's what they're going to do. They're going to asshole their way out of this. That like they were handed this election on a silver platter, and because they just cannot help trolling a black woman, they could blow it. They could blow it. I'm telling you right now. And I saw some people in the chat earlier say the fact that you're triggered means it was a good idea. No. The world is not YouTube.
Yeah, Keaton is triggered. Yeah.
The world. Well, first of all, I'm not triggered, but the world is not a YouTube chat. The world is not a Twitter thread. Triggering libs plays great on the internet. The goal of a candidate is not to trigger the country. That is not the path to victory. Oh, you're triggered. That means I win. No, that's not. There are 330 million people in this country. They go and vote.
The liberal tears mug doesn't win you the election.
Liberal tears mug, you go. I mean, drive around. I mean, Misty, you're from the Rust Belt. You're from the Rust Belt. Do people around there enjoy being triggered, or do they just look at this and say, "What a sideshow! What a freak show"?
Yes. Yes, that's exactly
how normal
yes.
people respond to this. There's a bunch of nonsense. And when they had buyer's remorse over Biden because they say, hey, the border was secure under Trump, groceries were cheap under Trump, gas was cheap under Trump, whatever the merits of that, we can litigate that anytime we want. That's what they were thinking. When they thought Trump during the Biden years, they thought cheap gas, cheap groceries, secure border.
Yep. Yep.
Now, when they think Trump, they're being reminded of why they don't like him. They're being reminded, this is why we never liked him, because he's a fucking asshole. And if you hammer this repeatedly for the next 3 months, you are in danger of losing. You are in grave danger of losing.
I don't know why is he not hitting them on democracy? Zero votes. I don't know why he's focusing on her race when he could be. He's supposedly this existential threat to democracy, and she has been literally just anointed. And why are they not talking about that more? It blows my mind that they're missing that. It blows my mind.
They were on that for a little bit.
They need to be hammering that all day, every day.
No, absolutely. You're 100% right. And they were hammering it a little bit, but
it
only takes a few days of a black woman being on the ticket for the chuds to just, they cannot resist the impulse to troll in that way.
Fair.
And and I think it could very well cost them. I really do.
I am honestly shocked that Trump has not said the words Willie Brown yet. I'm shocked.
Right?
Well, that's a level of discipline that he is able to somehow exercise, at least thus far, because that would be another major mistake. Yeah.
I think that's coming.
Please clap.